Hey guys, Curtis Allen here. Welcome to the first episode of Kurt's Cars. Today we're going to be taking a look at a 2003 Ford Escape XLS. The car weighs 3,247 pounds. It has 201 horsepower. So let's get into it.
Now here's what the exterior of the vehicle looks like. The XLS was the base model, and you can tell that by how the bumpers are not painted to match the body style. Now this car had a lot of features that were new, including ABS, keyless entry, very nice anti-theft system, among many other things. Yeah, it's a nice car, so let's take a look at some of the interior. Opening up this door here. It's very basic, but it accomplishes the job well. SUVs like this were meant to be not the big luxury cruisers we see today. They're meant to be smaller and tougher vehicles, even though this one wasn't really meant for off-road. Plenty of trunk space in the back, and the seat can actually fold down, giving you all kinds of storage space. And once we get into the back, it's actually really spacious back here. I'm 6'3", and my knees are touching the seat, but it's not uncomfortable. Another thing I really like about this vehicle is sitting in the driver's seat, everything feels very uncluttered. The steering wheel has no buttons or dials. All it has is a simple horn. Most steering wheels have cruise control, radio control, touchscreen controls. This car obviously has none of those. And everything is very functional. And another thing I really like about this vehicle is just the instrument cluster. It looks very clean. You got, each little light is in its own sphere. It looks very clean. And now we'll get into the driving of it. This car is it's interesting. It was developed as a joint venture between Mazda and Ford, and it was sold in some markets, including the U.S., as the Mazda Tribute. Now Mazda is known for making sportier vehicles, so they tend to have a bit of a firmer ride, a more sporty feel. This car, it feels sporty, but the ride isn't super firm. It handles bumps very well. It's definitely not a Cadillac or a Lincoln, but it does drive very, very nicely. The steering has a good weight to it, both the throttle and the gas. They both have a nice feel. The throttle's not touchy, but it's not leggy either. This has the 3-liter V6 in it, and it can get up to 60 pretty quick. It's definitely not a sports car quick, but for a small SUV like this, very, very nice. The brakes on it are fantastic. I really like driving this. It has distance up front, drums in the rear, and it's just overall a very nice vehicle to drive. And there's not a lot of road noise in here. Yes, it's noticeable, but it's definitely not as bad as a cheap little Toyota Camry or another similar car. So overall, I'd recommend driving this car, but this is just practical driving. Another thing is, due to its small size, it's very, very easy to find parking for. It's very maneuverable. The turning circle on this thing is fantastic. Very nice in parking lots and busy towns. So now we'll get into the spirited part of driving. Now we're getting into the spirited driving part of things. And this is, one of the things that kind of surprised me about this car. When we bought it, I was like, oh, okay, it's, another small SUV. It can't really be that fun, can it? But, the speed limit on this road is only 35. This is a good road, it's fun to go from, 25 to 35 here, slowing down for some of these corners. This road definitely has quite a few corners. It feels very good. You get a little bit of body roll through these corners, but it's not terrible. Definitely very livable. And it's a nice car, to drive on a little bit of a twisty road. I definitely want to take this thing to a track, I think. But, if you're interested in the Gambler 500, you can get one of these cheap. I'd recommend doing it. It seems like a very nice choice for that. And, it's feels very composed through the corners. You know, obviously not as much as a sports car, but you know, like I said, compared to our other larger vehicles, this car is definitely a lot of fun. You know, you can get up to speed nice and easy, and sitting in here, you know, if you do end up going hard on the throttle, which I wouldn't recommend, but I'm more of a cautious driver. If you go hard on the throttle, you get a rather nice engine note. You know, I mean, of course, it's not great. We're talking about a V6 here, especially in a vehicle like this, but you do get a little bit of noise, more so you get out of a minivan or maybe an economy car. So overall, as far as comfort, I would give this car, when I can talk, a 6 out of 10. The seats hold you very nicely in this vehicle. You know, nice places to rest your arms. And overall, it just feels like a very solid car to drive. You know, it's nice and comfortable to ride in. I've actually taken this car on a bit of a road trip. You know, it was a day away down in Nashville. And you know, it was nice and comfortable sitting in traffic. As far as practicality, I'd give this car an 8 out of 10. There's plenty of storage space in the back, but the seats fold it down. You know, you can transport a dresser, in my case a drum set, no problem. Very nice and practical for that. And then as far as sportiness, it's, you know, it's an SUV, but I'd give it a 5 out of 10. Very solid, it's very nice and a very composed vehicle. Thank you for watching this episode of Kurt's Cars. Next time we'll be taking a look at a 2002 Ford F2